Have you ever wondered what would happen if a robot were dropped into the wild, forced to navigate the raw beauty and danger of nature? That's exactly the premise of The Wild Robot, the latest animated feature from Chris Sanders, the creative genius behind How to Train Your Dragon. But does The Wild Robot rise to the challenge, or does it stumble like a malfunctioning machine? Released in 2024, this heartwarming yet action-packed film tells the story of Roz, a robot stranded on an island who learns to adapt and form unlikely connections with its inhabitants. With voice talents like Lupita Nyong'o and Pedro Pascal, it's a star-studded adventure that blends humanity, technology, and nature in surprising ways. But is it worth your time? Let's dive into it. So, what makes The Wild Robot stand out in a sea of animated films? First off, the visuals are stunning. Imagine a painterly CGI aesthetic that strikes a balance between cartoonish vibrancy and the raw beauty of nature. The island is both a lush paradise and a survivalist's nightmare, and the animation captures that duality brilliantly. Director Chris Sanders has a knack for crafting unlikely friendships. Just like in How to Train Your Dragon, the bond between Roz and a young gosling, Brightbill, is central. Their mother-child dynamic offers emotional depth that pulls at your heartstrings. And while the film is packed with action, it's also unafraid to tackle darker themes like death and survival, unusual for a family movie but handled with grace. It's reminiscent of The Iron Giant, another classic about a robot finding humanity. The voice acting, particularly by Nyong'o and Pascal, injects humor and warmth into what could have been a cold mechanical narrative. Can you imagine a robot teaching a baby bird to fly? Well, you don't have to. This film hilariously shows that it's as awkward as it sounds. But it works, surprisingly. However, The Wild Robot isn't without its missteps. One major critique is its occasional over-reliance on humor. While many jokes land well, there are moments where they feel shoehorned in, diluting the emotional intensity. A particularly frustrating moment is a montage where Brightbill learns to fly, set to an original song that doesn't quite hit the emotional highs you'd expect. It's almost jarring, taking you out of the movie's otherwise excellent rhythm 58 source. So, is The Wild Robot destined to become a modern animated classic, or does it fail to live up to the hype? Despite a few missteps, The Wild Robot delivers a heartfelt and visually captivating experience. It's a movie that speaks to the resilience of the human, or should I say, robotic spirit, the power of community, and the complexities of love and parenthood, even in the unlikeliest of beings. It's a charming tale, perfect for both kids and adults. And it's refreshing to see a film with this much emotional sincerity in an era where so much animated content feels like a quick cash grab. The Wild Robot is a film you don't want to miss if you're into beautifully animated, emotionally charged stories. If you enjoyed this review and want to dive deeper into how animation is evolving, check out my full review on Hellboy's horror roots return in The Crooked Man, another visually rich movie that redefines expectations. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future reviews.